Good evening, YouTubers. Today on Nova Scotia Fisher Outdoors, I will be showing you some footage of a recent kayak camp and fish that I got to go out a few days ago with Jeremy Gautreau from Lonewolf 902, great YouTube channel that's just taken off of late, and Ben Greening, search and rescue member, who has another fabulous podcast called Atlantic Bushcraft Adventures. So I'll try to get the links down in the description for those two guys. Certainly check them out because they have some great content out there. Anyway, we did have an adventure. We got wind blown in the first day. It was good that we had three kind of experienced individuals as far as the woods go, because we didn't have a campsite. We had to make do with where we landed. So anyway, I'm going to roll some footage. It's not the best editing in the world. I'm kind of new to this, so I hope you bear with me, and I hope you enjoy. So if any of that interests you, stay tuned. You're going to get to see some fabulous stuff. So we've arrived at the lake, or I have. I'm a couple hours or an hour or so ahead of the others. I brought the big kayak today so that it'll handle the wind and everything better. Anyway, we're just going to take a walk out here and have a look, and then we'll start unloading and getting my gear down, because that kayak's a bit of a bear. Anyway, I'll just bring you along for this. See what we're looking forward to. It's only going to get worse today. It's already overcast. I'm just going to cart the yak down here rather than try to get my car down in. Main lake looks like it's starting to get worked up. Not too bad in here. We'll be sheltered for the first bit. It looks like there's whitecaps way out there, which isn't all fabulous at all. Yikes. Okay, well, it's no time like the present. Okay, gonna start getting unloaded and then go from there. I don't know if there's a campsite on Stovepipe or not, but we'll have to look at our options, because they're in really small kayaks. So want everyone to stay safe. I can handle the weather with the big one, but we'll wait and see what happens. Stay tuned. So I'm out on the lake. I'm just gonna fish for a little bit and wait for the other guys to arrive. She's pretty hostile out there. The rain's already starting, but we were prepared for that. I'm prepared for the wind as well, but I just wanted to be safe on the paddle to get there. We're fairly sheltered here, but out on once we hit the main lake and we're open to about 5 kilometers of open water, she could be a little dicey. Anyway, I'm going to make a few casts and got one fish from shore, smallmouth. So if anything significant happens, I'll bring you back. Well, she's a rough one. Probably not halfway there. You probably can't hear me for all the wind, but maybe just enjoy the ride with me a bit as I get knocked around here. So we're wind blown. We can't get to where we're going, so we stopped on this point and gonna have to make do and make camp here for the night. Doesn't look like it's gonna get better. In fact, it's probably gonna get worse. So got the hammock set up. We're just gathering a little wood. I think it's time maybe for a lunch. So we're gonna have fun regardless. We're just not gonna be kayaking out not too much tonight. The old hammock. Got a little hammock city in here, 3 hammocks. There. That will be home for the night. Now time for some lunch. And you're bulldogging, buddy. That's good smallmouth. That can't be good for my line to have it all through your mouth like that. Not a bad start to the day. That's a pretty good start to the morning there. There. So we're on the morning of day 2. The weather's passed. We didn't get a lot of rain yesterday, but it was mostly get set up camp and sit by the fire and dry out gear. So hoping for a better day 2. These guys are going to be spending another night in the woods. Unfortunately, I got to head back to work for tomorrow, so I'll be heading out later today. But we'll do some fishing today and hopefully catch some more fish like that, maybe even a little bigger, so stay tuned. There's a fish. Nice bass. That guy. Alright. I'll just split up with the group now. Probably meet back up with them in a little bit, but I'm gonna go have a peek at where we were supposed to be yesterday. That we got wind blown and didn't reach it. I'm not that far from there now, so at least gonna have a look. And always on the lookout for other potential campsites. Just going by between the island and the shore there. It's pretty gorgeous out here today. I'm just going to put the bow and come for the paddle. There. She is a pretty day out here. Unbelievable. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is now going on probably close to 2 o'clock, and she's almost completely out. What a day for a paddle. Just how things work out. It would have been great if yesterday was today and we could reverse that, but that's not the breaks. Bring it back if I feel like taking the rest of the paddle to the island campsite that I want it to stay at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going, well, you know, they happen to go across the shoreline in front of the back lane there. I came out, I just went at the look, and I'm going, no, I read on the GPS where, when I came off the island, it was 440 meters, and I'm going to beat it there while it's calm. Not on this one. Evenings, early mornings. This is super.
Let's try this with the spray skirt was like last night.
Yeah. I did have skirts my other two, but I think I don't know what I did with them. I haven't used them in so many years for the skirts. I found them more, I'd get so friggin' hot in there, it's like my lower body was in a sauna.
Oh, on a day like today, I would not skirt on at all.
Yeah.
Last night,
yeah.
a few splashes that went over me. I mean, most did get broken by the rim. And
yeah, well, a skirt could save your life in that situation,
I'm
right?
definitely getting one.
My ex-wife built one, because one of my kayaks it's a little bit, we had a double together, I guess.
Yeah.
And the one cockpit was huge.
Yeah.
And she bought the material and built one for it.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite a sight right there.
That's the island. Do you think we can set up 3 hammocks on that?
Gonna have to tie them to the canoe. There's a high probability that your ass is gonna be wet.
Oh no, my hammock's waterproof. Oh no, that's the other one. Nice little point there for a fire.
Yeah, and see, you can see the slant rock as soon as you poke through there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
That's really how far I pictured it.
yeah. And that thing extends out in the water a long ways.
Probably quite far, yeah. Not making it through that.
can't get over in the middle of the afternoon on Gaspereau, and we got this.
I thought this was everything that's supposed to happen is this.
Now the rule of law is more like yesterday happens whenever you go. Try to go and do something.
Yeah. Yesterday was awesome.
And we got lucky yesterday, despite it all.
Yeah, it's spot leaned up. Lots of hardwood stuff available. We didn't really get it to rain.
The wood was fabulous, yeah.
The fish jumping away back there.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat there. Holy crap. I didn't know where you were at. I want to ruin your cast right now. Drifting over top. Just testing. Oh yeah. Yeah, if I get any decent rods on, I'm definitely cooking it. I know you need it for food. I just like want to say it's fat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth the fish anyway. If you catch a big pickerel, take your first fillet right behind the head, go down and cut back towards the tail. You get a nice, well, you actually end up with 2 strips of meat right off the bat because it will almost split in half. Just get rid of the skin if you can, or especially in the summer, fillet it off. And you basically just take fillets behind each of the rib cage. You end up with 4 to 5 fillets off of a decent sized pickerel once you get the hang of it. If you get the Y bones, you'll be spitting bones like crazy. The way I do it, oftentimes we'll get a few pin bones in it, enough for one of the guys to complain, I thought you said you could do it boneless. But nothing significant. And you got, when you stay here, you got all this.
Yeah.
And you just go to like this island and get
quite sheltered in here too.
Yeah. Well, if the wind's coming out of the north, you're fine. If it's coming out of the south, you're at least got your back to it, facing this way. There's an old spot to put your boats in, but I see there's a log fell across that, so I just parked it on the rock.
Right on that big rock.
Yeah, on this side of it is quite shallow. You can step right out. You might get your toes wet. But this, if I was doing a multi-day trip, I'd get here for day 1 and then go into, what is it, the cow, whatever, the bull, I forget the names of it on the map, but get out into 2 mile and 4 mile.
Way down there, yeah.
Look at the fish jumping around here. Just teasing. Loon fishing right there. So I've arrived on the Slant Rock campsite. This was our intended home for the weekend. I'll let you look around there. See the fire pit up on the rock and the beautiful scenery around. Mind my fishing rods. This is the inside of the island. And we'll take a walk up. Someone left their cooking grate here. Nice little spot. We used to beach our kayaks there. There's a fallen tree in the way now. Oh, it's not a great spot for a bunch of hammocks, but people can make do pretty easily. Couldn't ask for a better day on day 2. It's middle of the afternoon. It's calmed right out. It's given me the opportunity to go and have a look at, reacquaint myself. It's been a number of years since I've been here. And we got some spruce or pine, I guess. So there's a little bit of firewood here, not much. And this would be the tent pad. And should Tash and I find our way here, I think this would be where we'd have to call home for the night. A little bit of an incline, but we could probably manage something, I would think. So, and this is the front side of the island. There's some fish action going over there that looks kind of interesting. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, all this has done is sort of rekindled my interest to get back here and really spend a night here, so I think that will be coming. I'm really hopeful anyway. Someone's had some tea here. That could use a little bit of a dig out maybe. Wow, it's something else. Oh, fish moving out there, so provides fishing and everything right here, and just a absolutely gorgeous location. It's just you need good weather in order to get here. Wow, that's interesting. I think we might have to take some casts there, so I'm gonna go and jump on that and see what happens. I'm paddling back home now, or back to the car. Left the guys on the island. They're going to spend the night there. Couldn't ask for better weather for them. Came a day late for me, but still an interesting trip. Was able to catch quite a few fish today and experience just a picture perfect day on the water on Gaspereau Lake. Just 2 species caught for me today. Probably if we stuck around for the evening, I'd find a few more, but still complete success. If it didn't go exactly as planned, but trips rarely do, so you have to be prepared for that. And we made the right decision by hunkering down and getting out of the wind yesterday. Well, there's a little point up ahead there, and I don't know if we'll see it or not, but there's a cross when we get up there. That cross is basically a monument that scouts put there, apparently back in 1945, so that area must have been used by a scout troop at that time, and it's quite neat. A little bit of history out here. So
moving. Well, should go find the other fellas. Fish just jumped over there. Wow. See fish moving just about everywhere. If I was going to get a day or two like this, I'd be here in a week's time when I hit vacation. So, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to be back in the boat and paddle my butt back and find the others and see what they're up to for lunch. Talk to you soon. Probably a little bit far yet, but I can see the cross from here. That's pretty neat.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the footage. We certainly had a good time out there. Had a little bit of an interesting situation, but we were able to handle it. Had a beautiful day too. Caught some fish, and be sure to check out Lonewolf 902 on YouTube. Some great video content there. Excellent cinematography. Not like my stuff here. I'm just learning and patching stuff together and using a GoPro session. And Ben Greening's Atlantic Bushcraft Adventures, a fine podcast. Like I say, I started listening to it when I was on a solo overnighter in April of this year, I think. And I think they have 18 or 19 episodes out now. It's really good stuff, so be sure to check them out. Anyway, I hope my editing wasn't too crappy, but and that maybe you found some enjoyment from the video. Stay tuned. Hoping to have some more video content coming out in the near future. Take care. Bye-bye.